In the US, former President Trump has issued a last warning to Hamas over hostages, complicating Middle East negotiations. Meanwhile, controversy swirls over a disputed letter allegedly linking Trump to Jeffrey Epstein, which he calls a fabrication. Trump's legal team is now suing the Wall Street Journal, escalating the fight over press freedom and evidence. The case reignites scrutiny of Epstein's network and the powerful figures connected to him. As the courtroom battle unfolds, questions about Epstein's world and who was part of it remain. In France, political chaos follows a no-confidence vote that nearly toppled Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne's government. The trigger? Macron's use of Article 49.3 to force through an unpopular pension reform, sparking outrage and protests. Now, Macron faces the challenge of appointing a new prime minister who can unite a fractured parliament. The government's collapse doesn't mean new elections, but it does create a power vacuum and uncertainty. France's next steps will shape both its future and Europe's political landscape. All eyes are on Macron's next move. In the UK, 71-year-old Ronald Lord from Montreal was sentenced for smuggling cocaine inside his mobility scooter. Authorities discovered the drugs hidden in the scooter's frame, a sophisticated operation by international traffickers. The case highlights how drug gangs exploit unlikely couriers and adapt their tactics. Law enforcement must now look beyond stereotypes to catch evolving threats. For Lord, it's a cautionary tale of crime's reach into everyday life. Canada's government faces criticism for wavering on its 2030 Paris climate targets. Recent approvals of fossil fuel projects and regulatory rollbacks have alarmed environmentalists and allies. Critics say Canada's climate promises aren't matching its actions, risking its international reputation. The government must now prove its plan is more than words as 2030 approaches. The world is watching to see if Canada will deliver. The pressure is on. Scotland's World Cup dream stays alive after a 2-0 win over Belarus at Hampden Park. John McGinn and Che Adams scored, while the defense kept a clean sheet. The disciplined victory boosts confidence and momentum in a tough qualifying group. Manager Steve Clarke's squad shows growing maturity. For Scottish fans, hope for the world stage is very much alive. England cruised past Andorra in another routine World Cup qualifier, sparking debate about the lack of excitement in these matches. Dominance is expected, but fans crave drama and memorable moments. The current format produces lopsided games, raising questions about its relevance. England's qualification seems certain, but the journey feels hollow. The challenge? Find meaning and excitement along the way. Sweden welcomed back striker Alexander Isak but suffered a setback with a loss to Kosovo in World Cup qualifying. Isak's return from injury was a boost, but Sweden struggled to break down their opponents. The defeat complicates their path in a tight group, turning upcoming matches into must-wins. For Isak, it's a bittersweet comeback overshadowed by the result. Sweden's World Cup hopes now hang in the balance. The pressure is on for the next fixtures.